All right, so I'm recording. So, all right, everybody. There was a good question to ask. These webinars? I have a 3-day boot camp, and somebody asked, are they going to be the same every day? And the answer to that is absolutely not. I'm going to do something different every night. Just so you know, this is probably going to be unlike any training that you've ever watched in your life, because I am very outside the box. And saying that, I might as well get into my disclaimer right now, just in case. I mean, we got a packed house here, and I'm going to let everybody know. All right. One thing that you will not get from me is sugarcoating. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to show you what works. I've been dominating MLM for over 15 years full time. I've been the top recruiter in 8 different companies. I've won over 5 cars. I've had paid trips. I've had billion-dollar companies hire me for consulting. I joined an MLM, bring 200-300 people in myself my very first month, hit diamond in one company in 6 days. There was a company that hit the biggest month ever in network marketing. It broke the record, and I was the #1 recruiter that month. So I know a lot about recruiting. I know a lot about building humongous teams. I know a lot about making a big money, 7 figures in this industry. I know a lot about that. And so I'm gonna show it to you tonight, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You got to realize that why most people fail. I'll get into that in a second. So here's the disclaimer. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm probably going to point out things that you're probably doing right now that aren't good, all right? And so if you cannot take criticism, or if you get offended easy, you probably should log off this webinar, okay? Some of the other things is I'll say something like crazy, moronic, idiotic. I'm not going to cuss. But if you don't like those kind of words, this webinar is probably not for you either, because I get very passionate about some things, and when I get into things, I might call some stuff moronic because it is. I might call stuff idiotic because it is. And people are their own worst enemy, okay, a lot of times. I'm also going to call out a lot of things that some people might take offense to. So that's my warning. I haven't seen anybody dropped off yet. So, but after I get going, who knows? All right. So let's get started, everybody. So this webinar is going to be very informal. Again, I'm not going to necessarily talk a ton about the tools in the Conversion Pros today. This webinar is about talking about how to become a top earner, what it takes, and some of the things that you're probably not doing right now, and what you should be doing, and some revelations. Okay. Some things that you might not have known. Okay, so let me just clear off this board here real quick. Where is it at? Here we go. All right, so I'm going to do this on a virtual whiteboard. Hopefully, can everybody see my screen all right? If you can't see my screen, just type. This is probably what I'm going to show the majority here is this white screen. I'm going to write and talk. Okay, I figured it was better than me like having a whiteboard behind me and standing up with a marker. Okay, you can kind of see me and you kind of see me draw. Now understand I'm drawing with a mouse, so it's not going to exactly be crystal clear. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, top earners. All right, you hear the word a lot. What's it mean? I know all of you want to be one. You know, most of you've joined an MLM, and here's what's really funny. Most of you join an MLM to become a top earner because you see people that have a very extreme lifestyle. You know, like myself, I wake up when I want, I buy what I want, I do what I want. I don't have a job. And a lot of you want that lifestyle where you don't have to go punch clockwork the 40-40-40 plan. You want to be a top earner. Now, it's a big word. Now, what does it take to get there? What you got to know is 99% of people that join MLMs never become one. It's about a 1% of the field that becomes top earners, and 99% don't. Okay, and once I'm done tonight, you'll realize why most people don't and some people do. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes you'll get a top earner or someone that does okay. I got to tell everybody this. There's a huge difference between real top earners, okay, that are making a lot of money living a ridiculous lifestyle, and a lot of fake top earners and a lot of people that are doing okay. There's a lot of people on Facebook that want to act like they're a top earner and want to give everybody this huge advice on top earner, yet a lot of those people still have a job 40 hours a week. Well, if you're a real top earner and you're making a ton of money and you're at the top of your company, you wouldn't need to go to work, would you? Okay? You wouldn't have a job. And so there's things you have to look out for. And when someone starts throwing a ton of advice out there about how to become a top earner, okay, if they're still working on that JOB every day and they're not dominating their actual leaderboard, do they really know what it is to be a top earner? Because they post a couple nice quotes, a couple things, maybe they sponsor a few people. See, some people say, well, Dave, I'm doing good in my company. You know, I don't need your advice. I'm doing good in my company. And I'm doing great. And I say, okay, what do you consider good? Because last time I checked, you're still working that job. If you're doing so good, why haven't you quit your job? Why aren't you laying on the beach right now? Why do you need to go into the JOB? Or I've sponsored some people. I brought in 20 people or 30 people. Well, how many did they bring in? Well, barely anybody. Are you doing good? Because your downline, maybe you personally recruited some people, but your downline's not duplicating at all. So you're getting no growth, okay, or barely only a little bit of growth, or maybe you have only a couple people that have growth. Is that good? Because in my world, that's not good, okay? And so there's these people out there that do that. Now, I want to give you guys some revelation before I get started, and to me, this is kind of funny. I'm just going to tell you some signs to look out for on the internet. When you have someone, okay, because here's the thing. Well, before I go into this, let me talk about this. Some top earners aren't really good at marketing anymore, okay? And let me tell you why. They might have done some things and they built a kind of a following, okay? And we're going to talk about that tonight. They built a kind of a following, and there's some people that have some huge followings and some people that have some mediocre followings. But then they join a new deal, and when they join a new deal, on which we're going to talk about in a second, all they do is go back to their following and basically try to get them to join that deal. And then they jump in another deal and they try to get their following to join in this deal. And then they jump in this deal and they try to get their following to join in this deal. They're really not even marketing anymore. They're just basically trying to contact their list and their contacts that follow them on Facebook, and maybe they build a mailing list and they keep hitting the same list and they're driving people here, here, and here. The problem is the people that join these lists, they don't have a following. A lot of you are sitting there flat, goose egg. You're in the No Friends Left Club. You've already dealt with friends and family. You've already dealt with your coworkers. You posted some ads on Facebook, but you're really not getting any results from it. So you have no following. So all of a sudden, you'll see certain names. They'll join a deal, and all of a sudden, it's like they got like an instant downline, right? All these people are following them, and maybe they'll get put on the leaderboard. But how did they do that? It isn't because they all of a sudden started to market better than you. They've just built up a following, or a so-called following, for a few years, okay? But I want to give you some warning signs on this real quick, okay? Because this is going to be kind of funny. Okay, anytime you got a so-called top earner, okay? And let's say they're doing really good in a deal, and you see them, they're doing well. But all of a sudden, they post on Facebook, they start to sell courses themselves. They start to want to sell some stuff. You got to see this course I'm going to sell you. Or they start to say, I have an announcement to make. Announcement. You guys have all seen this, right? Announcement to make. In a few days, I got a big announcement for you. Something's coming. You guys know what I'm talking about? Something's coming. What happened? These should be warning signs for you. These should not be exciting signs for you. These should be warning signs for you. Most people think, oh, wow, what's so-and-so coming? I'm excited about this. See, that's where a lot of people, when I talk about revelation, this is your warning signs. You see people that are leaders of companies or doing all right with the company, and all of a sudden, something happens in that company. Pay plan's going to change on them. They are not really recruiting anybody anymore. See, what you got to remember, too, is I'm going to do this first. First, I'm going to read these off again, and I'm going to erase it. Warning signs is when a top earner starts selling you, all of a sudden, I got some things, you guys got to attend this special webinar, and then they try to sell you something. Or I got a special announcement that's coming. Look out for my new ground floor launch. Or I got something special coming, this and that. These are all warning signs, and I'm going to tell you why. Most MLMs, okay, you have something called a fast start bonus, and then you got residual. Okay? And a lot of times people use their list, and let's say they make $200 a sale or something, and they sign a bunch of people up off their list real quick. Okay? They make decent money doing that real quick. But what happens the next month, the next month, the next month, the next month? A lot of them, the residual income is a very small payment based on volume, and a lot of them have a very hard time making money. And so they get into a deal for a couple of months where they can get all these fast start bonuses to pay their bills, make some decent cheddar. But when it comes to walking the way where you could actually leave, quit the job, or have this long-term residual income, a lot of times people have a big trouble making this work because a lot of their people are quitting. And for the most part, most of their people aren't duplicating, which is what we're going to talk about today. So they signed a bunch of people up. They made some money. They were on the company conference call. People are like, wow, look how many people this guy signed up or this girl signed up and this and that. But then all of a sudden, the comp plan itself isn't really paying that much on a monthly basis. And so all of a sudden, I have an announcement to make. I got to do this. And 2 to 3 months later, they want to jump in a new deal. They want to drag all their people that they signed up in this deal back into their new deal so they can make a bunch more fast start money, okay, because they need to live, right? They need to make a check because that's what they want. I got to make a lot more fast start money, and so you guys got to all follow me and join this deal. And then a few months later, man, we got to go do another deal. Come with me again, and we're going to do this. Okay, there was a big deal, just to send this point home, there was a really big skincare deal. And a lot of guys I know, they'd go to the skincare deal and they'd say, oh, I need $10,000 a month to join this deal, or give me $20,000 a month. And what they did is they lived off this upfront money, but they could not build. Okay, a lot of these guys just couldn't build real quick. And then after a month or two of this guarantee, they were gone in the next deal. And they're looking for another deal. Some of these top earners are always looking for deals. Pay me, pay me, pay me. Or if they're not looking for deals, they're jumping from deal to deal to deal, trying to get their following to come join them again in the next deal so they can make all the fast start money and move on to the residual. Don't believe me? That's okay. Go look out there some of these people that you know, how many deals have they been in the last year? 3, 4? But when they announced that launch, it was the best, biggest launch ever. We have the best products. We have the best pay plan. We got the best marketing system. We got the best this. We got the best that. 3 months later, hey, man, I got the biggest announcement of my life to make. I got the biggest deal I got to tell you guys about. I got this. Well, what happened? You took my money, man. I signed up in that deal for $500 3 months ago. Yeah, well, stuff happened, well, I got something better for you. I got ground floor timing. I got residual income. I got this cool little nifty product. It's the best thing since sliced bread. You guys hear this all the time, right? Why? Aren't you guys sick of that? I hope so. Hopefully tonight, one of the things we're going to teach you is how to build a team. Because, there are great top earners, okay? Several big MLM companies that have been there for year after year after year that have built these downlines that are paying them humongous sums of residual money. They laugh at this kind of stuff. They laugh at people jumping all over the place because they built something that's paying them a lot of money as opposed to running all over the map. All right, so you got to watch out for this kind of stuff. Those are the warning signs, but we're going to do that. Now, let me talk about what happens, okay, to the 99%. The reason I'm doing this webinar tonight, everybody, is I get on Facebook all the time, and I literally cringe at watching people market. And heck, some of them have been through my trainings, and it's like I want to pick them up and shake them, and they're doing all these things wrong. And it's like, why? What? I just don't get it, right? I just don't get it. But a couple things here. You're going to find people, and you guys know this because you're in the Conversion Pros, they get in and they start marketing their corporate website or corporate capture page. Let's get into this real quick. Corporate cap. Again, I'm writing with a mouse, everybody, so it's not a cage. Guys and gals, I can't tell you this long enough. This is the kiss of death. The kiss of death. If you don't want signups, if you want sign-up repellent, use your corporate website and corporate capture page, or if you want people to sponsor shop you. Okay? Because they're going to see the name of the company, they're going to see everything that you're doing, then they're going to go Google who's the top earner of it because you showed it to them, and they're going to join somebody else. Why is this a kiss of death? Well, let me show you. Let me just type in total life changes. I'm just gonna name some big MLMs. Not that I'm calling any of them out. I just want to show you like a corporate page. All right, I get to this page. Look how much stuff is on here. You call this a capture page? Look, I can't even get by it. Subscribe. Now I don't know if the corporate sites look like this. This is dumb. I can't even. get by this. Let me type in another one. It works. I'm going to show you. What these things have in common is this. Look how busy they are. Look how busy they are. Okay, where could I even enter my info on this? Look at all the products. Look at all these videos. This is a cluster, okay? If you're a person that doesn't know anything about the business and you send them to a corporate site like this, there's no call to action. There's way too many things that they can read and go, and get this. Oh, who are these girls? They must know something that the person that sent me here doesn't know. I'm going to look them up and join them instead, okay? Because you didn't sell it to me yet, all right? So we could look at all these sites, man. We could go to Janess. And what happens is all these sites, they also have all the products all over them. So what you're doing is, instead of, look how busy this is. See, let me go back to my whiteboard real quick and show you what's missing here. The reason this stuff doesn't work is, one, a good sales funnel is this. You want to guide somebody. You guys ever watch a car slalom race where there's a bunch of cones like this? There's a bunch of cones, and then a car kind of goes and zigzags in it. I mean, there's a lot of car shows that do this, skateboards do this, whatever. Slalom course, right? This is the start, ST, and then your finish line's over here. These cones are objections. You know, how much does it cost? Is it one of those pyramid things? Blah, 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 blah. Okay? What you need to do is you need to go through this. If you send them that corporate site first, they're slamming into every one of these cones. And they will leave. And number one, a lot of those corporate sites, you can't even capture information. So they're already gone, and you haven't even had the chance to sell them anything yet. Pretty stupid. Again, I told you this is going to be obscene and encore. That's a dumb move to make. Why do 99% of the people, though, when you go look at Facebook, they're posting their corporate sites? All right? Why are they doing that? Let me show you what works real quick, okay? A sales funnel works because you want, number one, the first thing is curiosity. If it isn't curious, people don't care. So you need a curious page that gets people excited. All right? If someone reads your ad copy, and we're going to get into this in the later webinars, if they read your ad copy, oops, I spelled that wrong. Excited. And they're not pumped with what they're seeing, they're not going to opt in. They don't want any more information. You've already lost them right away. So as you're marketing, if you don't do this step right, you're already done. Just like that. Sending them to a main site, what happens is there's no curiosity, and it gives information overload. Someone's going to read something in a product and say, oh, that product has Splenda. I can't do that. This business isn't for me. And they've talked themselves out of it before they knew even talked themselves into it. Oh, it's $400 to join. I can't do that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this person even showed it to me, because they haven't seen anything. So first of all, now if you put a curiosity page, got them excited, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put them into a funnel page, you know, that has videos. Maybe it's video 1, video 2, video 3. Okay, this is just an example. First page would be like, what is it? Okay, maybe the webinar. Second page might be testimonials, does it work? Third video might be paid plan. So now what the person does is they get to see an overview. Then they get to see maybe videos of real people losing weight, people that are making money, people that are saying, man, I can't, you know, I never did any of these businesses, and man, I can't believe the results I'm getting here. And then they show a paid plan where people are living on, you know, in gorgeous houses and driving killer cars and getting on paid vacations and all this stuff that the company offers. So they're going through 1, 2, 3. Now what happens is, as they watch the video, the excitement builds and builds and builds. And then when they are sold, and only are they sold, and I have tested this so many times, guys and gals, in my business, I never would send anybody a corporate site until I had that funnel done. So when they get to that darn corporate page, the only thing they're looking for is, where's the join now button? They're not reading is Splenda in the product, is this and this, oh, it's $400 to join. They don't care about the $400 to join because they just saw people making $30,000 a month in your video. That $400 now that looked big before now looks super teeny. And they're thinking in their head, whoa, if I can turn $400 into 30 grand a month, I'm in. Here's my credit card. Let me go join this. But if you send them to your corporate page first, and it didn't do this properly, and a lot of corporate pages don't do this properly, you're going to kill them. You got the kiss of death. You never got to this point, and they're not joining you. That's why 99% of the people out here in MLMs not getting even one person signed up. You know how sad that is? They can't even get one person to sign up. But what got them excited? The webinars got them excited. Or think about this. Maybe you went to a hotel room. Why did hotel rooms? I mean, that's kind of silly marketing these days compared to the internet. But what did a hotel room do for people? People would sit down, and most of the time they didn't know anything. Why they even were in the room. Curiosity. Then you had your top earner, the guy that or gal that has the ridiculous lifestyle, stand up, get in front of a whiteboard and say, or they played videos and they showed lifestyle. What's going to happen to you if you join this company? Bam, bam, bam. And so by the time it was all done, lots of people would pull out their credit cards and join by the time it's done the presentation. But virtually, you're not doing that. Put it this way. If you would, let me just draw this out here. If you look at that hotel, if they would have walked in the room and right in the front of the room there was a banner that said Amway, I guarantee you 99% would have walked right back out that door. Okay? This gives it away. People are like, no, my brother-in-law was in that. He didn't make no money. I ain't selling soap. I'm not selling vitamins. Bye. Bye, girl. Bye, boy. You know, that's what's going to happen there because they gave it away. Okay? No, did they do that? Absolutely not. Heck, I don't even think the word Amway was said till like the very end. Okay? So they got in a room, and then what had happened? They watched this killer presentation. And then at the end, they might have said, okay, this is Amway, but they didn't care because they were already 100% sold. They were ready to join. But if you would have put up the Amway website right here, the corporate website, it's lame with all the products, the makeup, the vitamins, this and that, and didn't have the presentation first, and presentation done properly, they're walking out. They're leaving you. So 99% of the people, what they're doing is they're posting corporate sites that say, you know, they can look on a corporate site and go to the sign-up page. See, this is what a lot of people do when they post a corporate site. The first thing people do is they click on the sign-up page, sup, and they say, well, let me see what it costs. Oh, it's $250, it's $500, it's $1,000. Nope, not for me. I'm out of here. Because you know why they do that? They're not sold yet. But you let this happen. You let them go to the corporate site, and you let them see this stuff without you pre-selling them, and they're gone. It's your fault. And that's why 99% of the people fail, and that's why the conversion process is so strong, because we could build funnels. Now, you might say this. Well, Dave, you know, I'm getting decent response. I send people to my capture page, and they got this power line, and they're seeing the power line. Cool. Well, you could sell that. You could send them to that power line, again, after you build a funnel. The problem is we all know with these power lines, as soon as they realize that they got to personally sponsor to make any money, most people quit and bail and they're gone. Oh, I had 500 people underneath me. What happened to them? Where's all your money? Okay, because people don't understand it. So if you don't teach your people how to recruit right, like this, you can put them in a power line all day. They can see all the people going underneath them. And there was a big deal, a nutrition company, what was around last year, right? Where's it at today? Everybody left it. Why'd everybody leave it? I thought the power line was going so good. They kept getting emails. They're going to lose their spot. They're going to make all this money. Well, guess what? No one showed those people how to properly recruit, how to properly teach their team how to recruit. And so when it came time to get paid, they were making nothing, and they were under the premise they're going to make something. So keep doing that. Keep using the corporate site first. That's teaching them that without going through and really teaching people how to recruit. And watch how much you fail in those businesses. Watch how many people jump from binary to binary, from power line to power line, from matrix to matrix with this promise, but yet never make any money themselves, and none of their team are making money, and they jump from deal to deal to deal. Why? If it's so good, why do you keep jumping? Because you're not teaching duplication. You're not teaching the right stuff. Okay? Hype. This is hype. Will it bring in some people? Maybe. Will it keep them? Nope. Let me repeat that. Will it bring in some people? Yeah. Will it keep them? No, not unless you're teaching them the right things. Hope everybody's getting a little bit out of this. I told you I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I told you I am going to blow this thing up, right? All right, now let me talk. Well, my company gave me a corporate capture page. I don't need your system. Let me talk about that for a minute. All right, so your company gave you a corporate capture page, and you got some video right here that they gave you. And 10,000 people are in the company, and they're all using this same page. What set you apart again? What made you different than everybody else in the company? Remember, 99% of the people in this company are failing. And so they're posting it all over their Facebook page, and also all their friends see it. So their friends see, oh, so-and-so's in that deal, because I recognize that capture page before. They never made money in nothing. So that deal must suck. They got a preconceived notion of what that deal is because they know somebody that's seen it because they've seen it 10,000 times. All right? And so everybody in the company keeps posting that same site over and over and over. One, after you watch a video, how many times? It gets pretty old, right? Seen it. These corporate capture pages last about a month right now. About a month and a half without getting burned to the ground. Now, let's talk about this. Here's some stuff you don't want to hear, or maybe you want to hear. Once you have the corporate capture page, all your leads are going in that system, all right, if you are using that. Well, a lot of these systems don't allow you to export the leads at all. And most systems do not allow you to email broadcast or text. So you got all these leads here, and they're getting the autoresponder messages. But if you're having a special call today with your own webinar, or you're doing anything and you want to email broadcast, and most of these systems will not allow you to do an email broadcast. Great, that really working for you. Congratulations, that's great. Most of them will not let you buy text credits and either text them either. So again, you got something important that you want to do, and you want to get that mass duplication in while you can't, okay, because it won't let you. And then you really can't even export your leads. So here's what happens. Well, power line didn't work out like you wanted, the binary didn't work out like you wanted, and you switch companies. So now you're over here in XYZ. Now what's funny about this, guys, remember, I've been running the Conversion Pros for almost 2 years. I've seen a lot of you that are not in the company that you started with when you started the Conversion Pros. Almost all of you have jumped from one thing to another thing to another thing. Cracks me up. So great, all your leads are over here in this stupid capture page system that you got that markets your one nutritional product, your one travel product, whatever. But now you went from nutrition to travel, and you want to blast all these people, but you can't because, of course, this capture page ain't going to let you blast the travel deal to their nutrition list. So you lost all your leads, and you got the same movie that's totally burnt out and stupid, and everybody in the company's using the same thing, and they're all not making money. Congratulations, you're a bunch of people that went around and none of you are making money, and you're all using the same stuff. Does this make sense to you? This is why the top earners never use this stuff. Now, let me also explain. Some of you market on Facebook. Some of you don't market very good on Facebook. But here's what you do. You got that company capture page, right? Oh, yeah. You got it. Oh, this is going to be hot. And then you post it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, guess what? The company didn't come out with anything new for you. So next week, you post it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, guess what? The company didn't give you anything new this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week, you got nothing new. You keep posting the same thing. This thing is so dead. After about 3 days of seeing the same, or three to 4 or 5 days of seeing the same thing on your wall, none of your friends are looking at it anymore. You are totally dead. Go bury it. Go dig a hole 6 feet in the ground and get a tombstone. This is dead. Congratulations. And then you say, but I don't understand why I'm not signing anybody up. That's interesting. Now, comparing to the Conversion Pros that we give you unlimited pages. So, for example, I know one company that's giving away a cruise right now. Okay, it's not even their product, but they're giving away a cruise. So they could build a cruise capture page. You want to go on a free cruise? Then the next day, they could have another page up talking about their product. The next day, they could have another page up talking about making money, lifestyle pages. The next day, they could do a video page. They could do all these different pages because the Conversion Pros gives you unlimited pages. It takes about 5 minutes to go build cool pages. So now, what are you doing? You're setting yourself apart. you're looking different than everybody else because, you know, oh man, so what? So everybody else in the company, for example, might talk about the company's giving a free cruise, but then they go to the corporate website and there's not even talk about the cruise on the website. And what you've done is you've built out a funnel. Let's just take this cruise funnel, for example. So you've gone out there and you built a cruise capture page. And we got lots of them on the Conversion Pros. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Let me see, capture page creator. Let me type in cruise. I don't know if I have one readily available or not. No, I don't. Well, let me just do this real quick. TCP Marketing Suite, landing page builder. I'm not going to build out the whole page. I'm just going to grab a background real quick. And this is what's cool. Remember, so okay, so I want to launch the cruise thing today, right? Pick background image, come down to my travel, come over here, travel, scroll down. Now remember, for this company I'm talking about, their product isn't even a travel product, but they're giving people a cruise. Bam! Hey, so then I can write all the ad copy on this real quick and say, who do you want to go on a free cruise? We're giving away free cruises. Okay, so I'm going to post it, and then so when they click from my link on Facebook, oh, let me draw this out so you guys get it. So let me delete this. Hopefully you guys can check out my whiteboard here. Hopefully it's not too. So now you post on Facebook, you post something like, we're giving away a free cruise. That's your update. And then they go to the cruise capture page. Now, every other ding-dong in the company says, oh, we're giving a free cruise, and they go to the main website talking about their product that doesn't really talk about the cruise at all. This is what 99.9% of the people do. Who's going to get better results? The one that has a killer cruise ship in the background? And then get this. What if you build out a landing page where you put your own video here? You shot your own video on your cell phone. Hey, guys, listen, this is unbelievable. This company just launched and we're giving away free cruises. Let me tell you how to get one. I am helping you personally get on a cruise ship. I know what it takes. I know how to get you qualified. And what we're going to do is if you work with me, we're going to make sure you get on that boat. So go out and buy new luggage today. Now watch the next video or click the button below and take the next step. And then you go into the webinar about what the company is. And then you maybe have a pay plan of the company. And then, and only then, once they're sold, you send them to that stupid corporate site that all the rest of the people in that deal sent them to in the beginning, and then they're going to wonder why you're crushing the leaderboard, and they're like, dude, I can't sign anybody up. I don't understand why I can't sign anybody up. Well, because you haven't thought this through. This is a pro marketer right here, a person that puts together something. And get this is just what they put out there on Monday. On Tuesday, they could build a whole nother funnel system in 5 minutes on the Conversion Pros and maybe talk about the product. Or maybe they could talk about making money. Or maybe the same company is giving away car payments. And so then they do it. So let's do this. Maybe they're giving away free cars. So then on Tuesday or Wednesday, they come over here, click in the background gallery. They scroll down to vehicles. And there's like, hey, they just roll through here and say, let's see here. We're giving away free luxury cars, right? Bam. Put this in your driveway in 30 days, in the next 30 days. So now everybody else, right? Let's go to everybody else. The ding dongs, the 99%, the ones that fail all day. Okay, what are they doing? They go on Facebook, and the only thing they have is the capture page that's lame with barely any good ad copy or whatever that everybody's seen already, or their company corporate site. And then you have the people that they launched the cruise ship on Monday and now they got that Bentley page. How would you like to get put in a new Bentley? And then they have a video. Hey man, listen, you wouldn't believe this, but we're actually making your car payment. We are putting people in brand new cars in 30 days. I'm telling you what, right underneath this video, I want to put you in a car. And if you saw what I did on Monday, we're giving you a free cruise. I mean, if that isn't good enough, we're going to give you a car too. How about that? I'll tell you what, you need to click the button and watch our webinar. And once you watch our webinar and see what we're doing, you need to go and click the button below that and lock in your spot. And then you got these people up here. Da, 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 da. I hope I get signups. By the way, hope, just write this down, everybody. Hope is a dirty word. This is a dirty word. I've never hoped in my life I'd get a sign up. I never hoped I would make money. Hope is a dirty word. If you do it right and you play the numbers, and we're going to get into the numbers in a second, if you play the numbers right, hope don't even come in the equation. Hope is for these people right here, posting a corporate page and doing this. But don't get me wrong, it's not really their fault, is it? It's not the fault. These people that are posting their corporate pages is because they got uplines that are clueless. Actually, someone said that the owner of a company told him to post something, and it was the dumbest advice I ever heard in my life. So you got uplines and sometimes company owners that are totally clueless on marketing, okay? And so when these people join a company and they get their website, they pay, you know, let's say they pay $500 for a deal, and they get this shiny website, okay? They think that they're supposed to go out there and actually market it. No, it's a virtual business card for your company. You're not supposed to market it. If you want to fail, market this. But this is your job in your company, and you should be teaching your downline these skills if you want to duplicate like crazy and have success. But no, all these people that are posting this way, why? Because they got a pat on the back and a good luck, and no one showed them how to really get on the leaderboard. No one showed them how to really take a lead and convert it and get that person excited enough to whip out their credit card and join. No, these people are doing everything wrong and failing. And here's why. Here's the deal. Why 99% of them quit. They're in this company right here, and then they quit. See, here's the thing about MLM. What you got to know. MLMers never quit. They just join somebody else. They never leave the industry. They keep spending money on a kit, and then they'll go spending more money on the next kit, and more money on the next kit, and more money on the next kit, more money on this one has better timing, this has a better comp plan, this has a better this has a better that. The problem is they never fix this big mistake that we're talking about here. So they spent money here, fail. Spent money here, fail. Spent money here, fail. Spent money here, fail. You get the point. Fail, 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 fail. Never make money. Spending more than what they make. They keep spending more than what they make because they never learn the proper way to market, the proper way to convert people, the proper way to get people signed up. And therefore, they keep joining things thinking the deal is going to fix their problem. No, look in the mirror. That's the problem. The problem is you. You're marketing very badly, horrible. And you're not having success because you stink. And there's a lot more to this. And we're going to tomorrow we're going to get into a lot about ad copy because most of you don't know how to write good ads and you're failing miserably. We're going to get into a lot of this stuff. But let me keep going here. You guys could chat with me. Is all of you getting something out of this? Hopefully. I told you there was going to be sugar cooked. Okay? Something I'm going to get into a little bit more tomorrow. But here's the thing, too. You don't have to be a top earner to be successful. When I got started, no one knew who the heck I was. I remember, so for example, when I got started, there was a leaderboard in the company. It was like 5 rows deep, okay? And it was like this. And there was just a bunch of names on this leaderboard. People that were like huge marketers, like people that I like knew and like followed and like, oh my gosh, these people are like crazy. I remember when my name finally got right here. I was the last one. But I'll tell you what, once I got here, before you know it, my name was here, then it was over here, then it was over here, and then it was up here. And all these people that people knew, and there was big names, and no one knew who the heck I was, I blew them out of the water. Totally demolished them. Got #1 on this leaderboard. Let me tell you what happened. Once I got there, no one knocked me down. No one knocked me off of that. And I did it in weeks, not months. And people were like, how did you do it so fast? I figured the game out, man. I figured this game out. You guys want to know what the game is? Because it works? I don't care. First and foremost, forget this. Product does not matter. Doesn't matter. I could get to the top of a company if you gave me paper clips and cow manure as my product. I can make that seem like the most exciting product on planet Earth, and I could get people excited, jazzed up, and get out their credit card to stink and sell cow manure. It doesn't matter. Product doesn't matter. So get this out your head. Remember, most of you are selling products that there's better or as good of products already in stores for cheaper prices. So don't think and travel for cheaper. And you know, I know you want to drink the Kool-Aid and think everything you got's the best, but let's face it, it's not. People mostly are joining MLM companies for this word right here, lifestyle. Not because they want greens that they can go get at Walmart. Not because they want fish oils. Not because they want a trip that they could book on Hotwire or Priceline. Not because they could sell Forex or Bitcoin. They could do that anywhere. They want lifestyle. Okay, first, that's what you need to remember. First and foremost, that lifestyle, once you know that, you're already ahead of the game. There's people that go online and try to pitch their products and become a scientist and know everything about fat loss and all these kind of things, that they never sign anybody up. You ever seen them? They go to your meetings. They can tell you everything about every ingredient in the product, yet they can't go sign one person up. What good is that? It's just kind of like knowing your comp plan. I got people that, I say this all the time, they know what level 10 on their comp plan pays. They know all the money level 10 is, but they can't even sign up one person on level 1. So what good is knowing level 10 if you can't even get one person on level 1? You're focusing on the wrong things. What you need to focus on is this industry, this business is one thing and one thing only: numbers game. And most of you suck at it. Suck. Told you I'm gonna be hardcore, but let me do this. Most of you suck at this game. Most of you think you're getting numbers, and you're not getting any numbers at all. Facebook, let me talk about this real quick. A lot of you post on Facebook and you think for some reason you're getting numbers of people. Facebook is a swamp. Okay, if you don't believe me, let me tell you why this is true. Most of the people you're marketing to on Facebook, okay, I want to draw this out real quick. Okay, here's you, and you're posting on your wall. You're posting on Facebook groups. Okay, this is you, and you're posting all over the place, all these different ads. Some of you are doing stupid things like this: message me or ask for info. These two are the kiss of death. These are the stupidest things you could do. I'll get more into that tomorrow. Let me prove it real quick, though, because I love proving stuff. Let me show you guys this real quick. Let me show you this. Okay, this guy here, I took the name out not to embarrass him. 8 hours he posted this on Facebook. If you don't believe me, posted a great picture, whatever. Leave your contact details below. 8 hours later, on a huge MLM Facebook group with 50,000 people, not one person left their information in an 8-hour time slot. Most of you are doing silly marketing like this and saying, man, I am doing everything, Dave. I don't know why I'm not getting signups. Why can't I get signups in this deal, man? And this is what the kind of stuff that you're doing because you're pitching to the swamp. You're pitching to a bunch of losers. And you're wondering why you're not overflowing with signups. So let me explain this. So most of these people, especially in the Facebook groups and on your wall, are in another business. Some are family, and your family ain't joining you. Let's face that. Your coworkers aren't joining you. Let's face that. But the people that you do have in MLMs, the majority of them are in another MLM. And everybody, let me do this real quick. Everybody in groups, let me ask you this. When you go to a Facebook group, how many times do you spend reading every post? Most of you go there, post, and leave. And then you go to the next one and do the same thing. Post, leave, post, leave, post, leave. Guess what everybody else does? Post, leave, post, leave. Why? Because all you in these Facebook groups are doing one thing. You're trying to sign each other up. But guess what? You're already in a deal you like. You don't want to quit that deal because you want people to join your deal. But they're in there posting, so you'll join their deal. How many are you joining their deal when you're posting your deal to join? You see how this is kind of silly? How you're dealing with this? And some of you, this is so funny. Someone wrote this today. I don't understand. People ask me for info and then they never get back to me. Because the other thing about a lot of the Facebook and Facebook groups, you're dealing with severely broke people. Broke mentality, broke in their pocketbook. Broke people want to do something. They want to make a bunch of money yet they don't want to do anything to make it. That's the people that 9 out of 10 of you are going after right now. Now, if you know that 9 out of 10 of you are going after this, and most of you are all going after the same people, and you're all in different businesses. You're in travel, you're in Forex, you're in this, but you're all trying to chase all these same people. All right? So you guys are competing against each other to try to join these broke people up. And even if they do end up joining you, the majority of them do absolutely nothing. Is this the way you're going to get rich? Is this the way you're going to mass duplicate? Is this the way you're going to have massive success? But some of you, this is all you do. You post in groups all day, you post on Facebook, and then you say, man, I am working my butt off. I am doing all this work, but I'm not getting any results. I don't understand it. I hope you understand it now. You're dealing with people that are already in businesses, or you're dealing with severely broke people that are not motivated. And even if you do sign them up, most of them are not going to do anything anyway. And so this is not a really good way to go, is it? Top earners are not doing this, okay? Let's talk about the numbers too. Some of you think, I posted in 100 groups today. Well, when you post in 100 groups, number one, because there's so many people posting, your ad gets shot down to the bottom in a few minutes. Again, the majority of people are in there posting, not reading, okay? So it doesn't matter if there's 50,000 people in a group. That don't mean your ad's getting seen by 50,000 people. And then your ad's getting shot down lower and lower and lower very, very quickly. And so you're getting very, very few views, okay? And the people that are seeing you might be in there posting their own ad. So where are you going with this? Why do you think that all of a sudden you're going to do this and get massive, massive results? Okay? Can you get some people from it? Yeah. If done correctly, which I'll show you more tomorrow, you can get some results, but not a lot of results. Okay? Now, here's one of the things another reason why a lot of you are failing, and I'm going to show you why real quick. Okay, when you sign somebody up, okay, here's the thing. Here's you. Nice stick figure. When you bring somebody in the business, some of you are too afraid to show this person what to do. So the reason all these people are failing, posting their corporate sites, corporate capture pages, making all these mistakes is because, let's say this is you, you're not showing this person what to do. Okay? Pretty cool sad face, right? You're not showing them what to do. So they're making every mistake in the book. Instead of being a real leader and saying, if you join me, you are going to follow my instructions to a T. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Do you want to have success in this business? Yes or no? Yes, I want success. If I tell you to do something or buy something or get something, you need to do it. Understand? If you don't understand that, then don't even join me. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, they have to join me, Dave. I need my fast start bonus. I'm not going to pay my rent if I don't get my fast start bonus. So I got to sign this person up. You're doing them a huge disservice, and your sponsors have done you a huge disservice because they're not doing this. I'm going to explain this in an easy way for you to understand. I'm going to show you a picture of my friend with his friend. You guys recognize this guy here, The Rock? Obviously you do. Awesome movie star. This is my really good friend, George Farrell. He puts people on diets for a living. He does The Rock's nutrition. So when The Rock gets really big for like a Fast and Furious role, The Rock listens to every word that George says. Okay? A lot of the biggest pro bodybuilders on stage use him as a nutrition. George has done my diets before. Now, George, when he gives you a diet, he writes out all of your meals to a T. Okay? Not only does he do that, he writes out all the supplements to a T. Now, if I were to call up George and say, George, I'm not going to buy all this food. Are you kidding me? Or you told me to use this brand of protein bar. I got this brand. You know what George would tell me? He would tell me to shut up and tell me to get out. He would tell me, I am not dealing with you. I tell you what to do. You do it. You get results. If you want results, you're going to listen to me to a T because I can control your results. If you do not listen to me to a T, you will fail and not get results, and you're not blaming me for you not listening to me. So if all of you that wanted to get in amazing shape and you were able to actually afford, I'm going to say GF, George Farrell, if you were able to afford this guy, which is thousands and thousands of dollars to get him to look at you and see your pictures and do your diet, and you paid him all this money, and he said, I need you to use this product right here, would you tell him no? Would you say, there's no way I'm buying that, there's no way I'm using that? If you did, or if you would, that would be idiotic, because this guy is the best in the world. So good, the richest movie star in the world uses him to tell him what to eat and what to take. Okay, you guys with me? You guys get it? So here's the thing. Knowing that MLM is a numbers game, and most of you are getting 0 numbers or less than 10 numbers, let's say. Okay, most of you are doing this. And let's say you're even good. Maybe you sign up 20 people in your business in a week. Maybe you're above average. But most of your people are. So you sign up 20 people, good for you. You make the fast starts, and your people sign up 0 or 1 or 2 or 1 or 2. But they're not doing this. Are you a success? No, you're a failure because you can't duplicate it. Big deal. Maybe you had a list. Maybe you had some following and some people followed you, but your people are suffering big time. And so you're never going to make big money. And what you're going to do, you're probably going to be in this deal for a little while and jump to the next one because none of your people are having much success. So this is a failure. This is a failure model. So let's go over the numbers. Okay? The conversion pros, the first thing that you would do is when you sign up a new rep in any deal, you should tell them immediately that they need to buy TCP. Number one, you're going to give them a week for free. Why would you do this? Because we have the tools. We already went through in the beginning how you don't want them to look at the capture page of the corporate site. Oh, that fails. They need TCP to have the tools in order to succeed. So you need to tell them right away to get TCP. It's not an option. See, if your people are making this an option, you are losing. And don't expect to make big money in your deal because you're not supporting your people. And if you got somebody that's talking back to you and say, I'm not going to get that system, I don't need it, then you should say, get off my team. You know what happens? People will respect you. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story real quick. I was in a deal a long time ago, and to join it, it was $1,000 to join it. I sold a website, then it was $39 a month for the company. And then I sold a Dubs marketing system for $39 a month. And then you needed a merchant account that was like $100 a month. And then there was there was a couple other things. So the fees on a monthly basis ended up being around $300 some. So you spent $1,000 to join it, and then you'd have to come up with another $300. Now, if I got anybody that wanted to sign up for $1,000 and didn't want to do this, I'd immediately say, bye. You're not doing what it takes to succeed. Do you want to make money or not? Yes or no? Well, yeah, I want to make money. Then shut up and do what I tell you to do. Or get lost, because doing it your way is going to make you fail. How many deals have you been in over and over and over and haven't made money, thinking you know what you're doing? Well, we're going to stop that right now, and now you are going to do what I tell you to do, or I don't want you on my team. See, if you actually stood up and said that to people, they're going to be like mind blown. They're going to be like, whoa, this person really knows what they're doing. This person really wants to help me have success. Man, I need to get this stuff. And they're going to beg, borrow, steal to get this. Not really steal, but you see what I mean. So here's why they need TCP. You ready? I'm going to show you why. Okay, they get TCP. So you say, listen, get TCP. And when they join you, remember, their first week is free. 100% free. And anybody that they sign up in your MLM, their first week, they could give them TCP for free as well. So now you've done one thing. By giving them TCP, now they have the tools. Now, if you're smart, you're going to use TCP. You're going to use the share codes because our share codes duplicate. You're going to have pages and funnels already made for them to duplicate with a share code, like Mark is so good at. Mark always shows you guys, here's my funnel, everybody. He gives his funnel away over and over. That's why Mark makes so much money. That's why his people make so much money. because he gives them the actual funnel that has success in it, right? He duplicates. Here's my funnel. Here's my share codes. But before they get to share codes, they got to get TCP. And guess what? Mark has no problem getting people in TCP. Why? Because the people say, Mark, I want your funnels. How do you get my funnels? You got to join TCP. You see that? If they don't join TCP, I know for a fact where Mark will tell them to go, because Mark is a lot like me. No nonsense. We make money. We make money. You want to make money, you're going to do this. But let's go and look at the bigger picture here, okay? Remember, 9 out of 10 people are not even signing up 1 to 2 people a week in their MLM, or even in a month. Some people can't even sign 1 to 2 people up an entire month in their MLM. How sad is that? Well, TCP, one of the things that we offer is real leads. Guys, I don't even make money on the leads. I don't make 1 penny on the leads, and they charge my credit card every Friday for a humongous amount so I can give you leads for under $1. These leads are real time. Let me explain what real-time leads is compared to fake leads that are sold online. That means people are filling out a form right now saying, I am looking for a home-based business. Real time. They are sold one time. So this lead goes to one person. When we sell them, we don't sell them over and over. After a lead is sold, it goes to that person. We never sell it to anybody else. Real time, we sell it one time, and you're getting name, email, and phone number from the United States of somebody right now that is looking. Okay, that answered an ad saying, I'm looking for a home-based business. Now, let me put this in perspective real quick. You think you're going to have more results marketing on your Facebook groups to everybody that's already in a biz, trying to get you to join their biz, and barely anybody looking at your stuff, okay? Or you better off talking to people that have answered an ad today saying, I'm looking for a home-based business. I'm highly interested in joining something right now. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what kind of product I'm looking for, but if I can make money with it, I'm open-minded. Who's going to have more success? This Yahoo or this person that's spending all their time? See, if you spent the majority of your time with hot leads, and this is all you did was talk and then filter through these leads, talk and filter and keep doing and follow up, talk, filter, follow up, talk, filter, follow up. If this is all you spent your time in, you are maximizing massive numbers. And I'm going to prove that to you in a second. Massive numbers. Now, if you're doing this, most people, even the leaders of your company, aren't even doing this because they sent it out. A leader might join a company. He had an email list. He sent it down his email list. He got a bunch of people to join, but he's not marketing really. A lot of the other people aren't really marketing. So if you're spending your time like this, you are going to blow through people on the leaderboard exactly like I did in one of my first deals and get to the very top of the company because I'm spending my time only talking to people that want to join a business. I'm not wasting time with people that are blowing me off, asking for info, not following up, that are broke, that have no money and have no interest. Let somebody else go play with those. Let the 99% of the people that fail go play in that kiddie pool. I'm jumping in the Olympic pool. I'm jumping in the Caribbean Ocean, and I'm going to deal with those big great white sharks that are ready to bite. Well, you could go deal with the guppies in the kiddie pool. Okay? That's the way I think, that's the way I feel, and that's why I've recruited so many people in my career. Now let's talk about this for a minute. 50 leads, you can get, 50 leads, we actually give you 55 leads, okay? Just in case you get some bad numbers, whatever. So let's say you get 50 leads. Now, what would happen out of the 50 leads? Let's say you close 5 of them, okay? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people, because some people are too afraid, they get people sign up in their business, and then they are too afraid to tell people to go get the tool. Go get TCP. Well, I just spent $500 on your deal. You mean I'm going to spend 50 bucks? Yeah? Do you want success or do you want to suck? You want to go spend $500 and 3 weeks later on another deal or $250 over here? How much money have you spent on kits over and over and over again? And you're going to tell me you don't got 50 bucks when you spent thousands of dollars and haven't made a dime yet? Give me a break. Okay? Yes, you need this. If you're working with me, you need this. Why? Because you want to show these 5 people. So these 5 people just join you. See, here's the big difference from what we do, top earners, and what everybody else does. Everybody else, if they join 5 people, they're going to give them a pat on the back, Go post on your Facebook, go talk to friends and family, you know, you can do it, yay! That's what they do. And then if people fail, they don't talk to anybody. What if your 5 people all ordered 50 leads? Okay, it's their very first week in the business. They got excited, they joined you, they bought a kit. See, a lot of times what happens is people, let's say they spend $500 on a kit. They talk to a couple of coworkers and family, they all say no. They say they're crazy. They say you suck. They say you're in a pyramid thing. What happens is this person spent $500 and in less than a week, they are totally blown out. Why did I spend that money? I hate my life. This was the worst decision I ever made, and they've only been in for a week. This is why your business is failing miserably, because they leave and they're not having the success that they saw in the room. I saw a guy driving a Lamborghini. I want that lifestyle, and all my friends and family said I'm crazy. This is stupid. This is how they feel, because you haven't shown them how to talk to people. So they got into business, they got no one to talk to. They talked to friends and family, posted all over Facebook, their corporate website, or whatever they did. They haven't got any signups yet. Haven't even got a bite or anybody even interested in looking at their business yet. And so what happens is they're blown out. They're just done. And congratulations, that person will probably quit on you before their auto ships do. And so what you got to do, you got to keep recruiting people. You keep recruiting people. You keep not teaching them exactly what to do. So this keeps happening. They keep quitting. Then what do? You quit that company too and go join the next one and go through this circle of madness all over again. Tell me I'm not right. Tell me you haven't done this. So what happens is now you got that person and they're brand new. And you tell them, I don't want you to talk to friends. I don't want you to talk to family. I don't want you to talk to a coworker. And please leave your Starbucks guy alone. Whoa, now the pressure's off. Well, who am I going to talk to? I only want you to talk to 50 interested people. That's it. I want you to talk to 50 people that put in information. They put one foot in the pool. All you got to do is push them in. They're looking. How much more success do you think you're going to have and your team's going to have if they're talking only to people that are interested versus talking to tons of people that aren't interested and blowing themselves out? So let's say they got 5. Let's say this guy got 5, and I'm just doing 5. Maybe they get 3, maybe they get 10, whatever. Okay? 5, 10%. So now your downline grew. You had 5 people in your downline, and you got what? 5 times 5, another 25 people, right? So let's look at this. So let's say you do that in a week. You had 5, that grew, then you added 25. So now you got 30 people in your downline. What happens if you had 30 people and they all ordered 50 leads? The next week in your business, you have 150 leads working. Most people in most businesses never have this many leads working. Most of these people wish they had all these people being engaged in their business. Again, most people don't even have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Most of you haven't even got 3 or 4 people to talk to, let alone 50. So now you got 150 people in your business. So what if 150 people or 150 leads, and then they got what, 5 apiece? So what's that? So we got 30, 150, 150. What is that? What, divided by 5? Is that right? 30 times 5? Yeah, another 150. Okay. So now you got 150 people downline. You started with 5 people. And what? In 2 weeks or less, you already got 150 people in your downline. This is how your downline is starting to grow. Now, what if you had 150 people in your downline and they ordered 50 leads? Watch this. You got 7,500 leads working in your business. How much more success do you think you're going to have in MLM if your team had these kind of numbers and your team was working through these numbers as opposed to the rest of the company where they join and post a corporate page on Facebook and barely get anybody to look at it? But your team is working on these, and so here's the thing. Soon as they sign a new rep up, here's what you can say, okay? So this is you. You signed up a new rep you got from a lead. So this person signed up. And they're like, listen, I want success fast, okay? How do you have success? Well, you want to know how I found you? Yeah, I mean, how did you find me? I mean, you were interested, right? Yeah, I was interested. You were looking, right? Yeah, I was looking. I mean, you signed up with me, right? Yeah, it worked, right? Yeah, it worked. So you're already telling them it worked, and they're already believing it because it worked. They joined you. Well, I'm going to show you a system that you got to get that has all the tools, and it has all the leads, and I got you from these leads. And we have 50 people just like you that you could work this week right now. What is this guy going to say? Cool, I'm in. How do I get it? I already know it works. You broke it to me. I joined you. I was looking. You mean I don't have to talk to any friends? I don't have to talk to any family members? I don't have to talk to any coworkers? I don't have to talk to the Starbucks guy? And you got 50 people right now that are looking just like I was, and I can find people just like me? Yeah, exactly. Well, this person's excited, and he's just joined you. He just signed up with you. Let's say he just signed up with you today. He can order leads in the Conversion Pros and have 50 leads his first day in the business. How many people you know in MLM have 50 people to talk to their very first day they signed up in the business? None. Barely anybody. But see, the reason is you're too afraid when you sign somebody up. Because look, you sign this person up. You don't think they want the keys to the city? You don't think that they want to know what it is to success? Are you too afraid to say you need your very first day to join TCP, and before you pass go, order 50 leads? Well, Dave, they just spent $200 with me and my kid. They just spent $500. I don't know if they have money. Well, I'll tell you what, they're about to lose that $500 real fast and hate you and think you suck and think you scammed them if you don't show them how to get people to talk to that they can join. That's what's going to happen. So don't worry about them spending another $50 so they can have outrageous success and actually get sign-ups and make a bunch of startup money and get this $500 back, plus the $50 plus more. You're going to teach them how they can get their money back on their kit. How many more sign-ups do you think you will get if you're talking? Let me do this real quick. Woo! I'm going off. How many more sign-ups? Okay, let's say you got this guy right here. And he says, man, it's $500. I really don't know if I can, swing $500 to join you, okay? And then you say, what if I can show you a system right now where I could put 50, you could talk to 50 hot leads. And let's say your comp plan pays $200 on it. And out of the 50, you're probably going to get 5 people that join you. You're going to make $200 each off of those kits. You're going to put $1,000 in your pocket right now this week alone. So let me ask you a question. If you gave me $500 and I gave you back $1,000 by the end of the week, would you do it? Would this guy be a moron and say, nah, I don't want to double my money? Well, what did you do? You're not promising him anything. You're just showing him an equation here because we got the hot leads that he needs. Now, if you just let him go and he doesn't get TCP and he doesn't get the leads, what's he going to do? I got to go to Starbucks. I got to go pass out sizzle cards. I got to go do hotel meetings. I got to go talk to my friends and my family who think I'm crazy. Or I got to go post the ad on Facebook and get nothing and get nowhere. So they're more than likely going to lose that 500. But if you start setting people up for success and showing them how they can actually get leads to talk to, that people will actually be interested and want to join them, and show them the upside, show them the comp plan where they will get their money back plus a bunch more money, you're going to get a lot more signups. You see how that works? Okay? Because now you're not talking about spending 500, you're talking about making 500. See the difference? People don't want to think about spending. They want to think about making. What do? You lay this out on a piece of paper for them. You show them. We got people that are already looking for a business right now. Okay? But let me tell you, this isn't happening out there. People are not doing this. Okay? They might be trying to do solo ads and clicks. I'll get into all that tomorrow. Trust me, that's going to be fun. Okay? A lot of people are not getting quality leads. They're not getting quality people to talk to, so this isn't happening. But with our leads, this happens. You can see testimonial after testimonial after testimonial on our leads that this does happen. Okay, people convert, especially with our awesome training. Okay, so this is what happens, right? So again, when you sign somebody up in your MLM, you want to set them up for success. Their very first day in the business, you want to get them into TCP. You want to get a lead order in. You want to get them to have 50 people to talk to, as opposed to having 0 people to talk to, where they get blown out. This has happened to a lot of you, where a lot of you have joined a company, you got super excited, you thought magically you were going to get a ton of people join, your sponsor said it, they never gave you a plan, they never give you hot bodies to talk to, so you're out there struggling, and then what happens is a week or 2 weeks in, you're like, man, spent this, and there's deals out there that cost $5,000, $10,000 to people. This happens to people. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent $5,000 and I'm not going to make a dime. Think about that, okay? So think about what we've done here. We're doing this. And here's the other thing. A lot of people, when they join MLM, and you get the conversion pros, okay? We show you a lot of ways to market and generate leads for free. We do. But 99% really suck at marketing. They don't know how to write the right ads. They just, 99%, again, I love this word, suck. Okay? They can watch the training and they'll still suck. Don't take offense by this, okay? Because let me get into this. What you should be doing, if you're getting into TCP, for example, and you're an MLM deal, and you're watching all these webinars on Facebook, on Craigslist, on YouTube, most of you have a learning curve, okay? Most of you have a learning curve. You're not going to knock this out of the park overnight. So you're watching these videos and you're trying to learn it. But guess what? While you're trying to learn this stuff, you're trying to go out there and post. You're not doing a very good job at it. As a matter of fact, you're sucking horribly. Okay? So while you're sucking, you're not making any money. Right? Sucking does not make money. So, but if you had 50 leads that you were working while you were trying to learn all this stuff, at least you're talking to bodies. You're talking to people that are interested. This is a numbers game. A lot of you are up here trying to generate numbers. You're trying to get leads. You're trying to do all the traffic methods. You're trying to do all this stuff. You're trying to get numbers. Some of you are, some of you aren't. A lot of you aren't getting enough numbers. So in the meantime, when you're trying to learn all this awesome stuff that we teach, why aren't you talking to people that are looking today? Why aren't you talking to people? Because if all you did, I'll tell you this, guys, right now, if I went broke today, and I'm not going to, but if I didn't make money today, you know what I would do? I would sit there and I would buy 50 leads and I would bang that phone. I would talk to people that are looking, and then I'd get 50 more and bang that phone. And all I would do, I would not be posting any ads. I wouldn't post one single ad. Think about this for a second. At the end of the day, why are you posting ads? Why are you trying to get traffic? Why? The answer is you're doing this so you get a lead. You're trying to get a body to talk to. That is why you're posting ads. That is why you're trying to find some traffic method. That's why you're doing YouTube videos and Instagram posts and all these things. Why? You're spending all this time for, at the end of the day, to try to get a lead. Most of you are spending a lot of time posting and getting very few leads, as opposed to ordering 50 leads right now today that have already answered an ad that show me a home-based business. So do you want to keep spending your time all day, every day doing this, or would you rather spend your time talking to 50 leads right now that are already answered an ad, already said, show me a business? Who do you think is going to have more success? So if I was brand new, like a lot of you, and I didn't have any, I was struggling and I wanted to do something, I would start with 50 leads and I would go through that, be honest with you. And while you were trying to do these 50 leads, you start learning how to do marketing. You start learning the methods so you can start generating the free leads as well. Okay? But to be honest with you, these 50 leads are a lot hotter than some of these free leads. Because again, a lot of you are marketing on the swamp of Facebook, getting these broke people, getting these people that have no money or been in 20 deals, they have no work ethic, and they're not really looking, or they're not really looking for a business. Where these 50 understand that they're looking for a real business. They understand that there might have an investment to be made. They understand that they might need to put some work in. Okay? That's what these leads are versus the swamp. Okay? And that is a huge difference. That is the difference between what top earners do and what 99% that are failing to do. Okay? So I think, tonight, guys, I already went over an hour and 15 minutes on this. Tomorrow, I'm going to break down and get into a lot of the nitty-gritty of putting some of this together. But today's webinar was no sugarcoating. It was getting your mind understanding what real top earners do to become top earners. It's understanding what to do that is so much different. Remember, if you're watching all these people online, most of them feel, some people will be like, I'm doing good. And some people, they'll post their picture. Look, I got 300 people on my team. How many of the 300 people are doing anything? And you might have had a little bit of a following and you got some of that. But most of your team doesn't. And to be honest, most of the people that show that doesn't impress me because that's not big at all. That's not even coming close. Ooh, I got 10 people this. Really? I get 300 people doing this. Okay? I'm nothing special. Okay? You guys can do exactly what I've done in every deal I've done to dominate, to run up that leaderboard and to pass everybody up. When you understand, what I understand very quickly is it is numbers. I get numbers, teach my team how to get numbers. Guess what happens when we got numbers and everybody else don't have the numbers? We blow by them all day long, every day, all day, and anything. And here's the deal. It don't matter whether your company is a couple years old. It doesn't matter whether your company's brand new. It doesn't matter what product you have. It doesn't matter whether you're in a power line or a matrix or a binary or a unilevel. It doesn't matter. I can jump in any product, any service, any deal, any play plan, and I will dominate and I will be on top of that leaderboard instantly because I understand I don't care about all that stuff. What I care about is finding somebody that says, I'm looking for a home-based business right now. Can you show it to me? And then what I do is I put them in that proper funnel. Again, remember early on, I told you the funnel does the telling, selling, and explaining in a very powerful manner. We're going to get into that tomorrow on how to build just mind-blowing funnels that convert like crazy. And then I send them that funnel. They can see that the funnel does the telling, selling, and explaining, gets them so jazzed about whatever I'm doing, whatever the product is, and gets them to say, here's my credit card, get me in this thing right away. That's the formula. That's the formula. Many of you got that. You're not getting the numbers, okay? You're dealing with the swamp, and then when you're sending people all the wrong stuff, and then you're wondering why they're not joining you, why they're joining somebody else, why they're not converting, okay? That's what's going on, all right? That's what's happening. So hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's No Sugar Boot Camp. Okay, I told you guys I was going to call some stuff out. I was going to get real with you. Again, I want you guys to know this too. At the end of this webinar, I don't want no money. We're not going to try to sell you anything. We do not try to upsell you anything. There's nothing that we're trying to get you to buy, get you to do. We're doing this because we want you to know that the Conversion Pros wants to just give you value. Okay, we're a value proposition. Now, I want you to be said. A lot of you, I imagine, learned a lot tonight. And you guys can give me feedback in the chat if you learned something, okay, or if you thought it was good. But think about this, everybody. Where are you going to get this kind of training? You're telling me right now that you can't find people to join the Conversion Pros for free at no cost with not even a credit card required to get a training like this that's going to take them from 0 to hero? Think about that. This is not a hard thing to get people to sign up in when we're doing stuff like this for free. Think about it. Think about it. So I don't want to hear anybody can't sign up because I'm spending. See, and here's what you guys got to know too, everybody. I don't need this webinar. I know all this stuff. All right, I know this stuff. I'm doing it for you guys and gals. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it for you. I want to give you guys value. I want you guys to learn something. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm spending my time just to help you guys out, okay? Because I really want to see all of you succeed. And at the end, it's not about money for us. We've been around 2 years. You know, we're doing extremely well. We're in over 40 countries. We're not trying to sell you nothing, and we just want to give you value. So hopefully you guys are really doing this. But one of the main reasons I'm doing this is, to be honest, if I go on Facebook, and I'll even see people that were in TCP or in TCP doing the wrong things, I want to grab them and shake them and be like, what are you thinking? You're never going to have success doing it the way you're doing it, okay? You know, again, it goes back to my buddy who does the rock. When he says, eat this, do this, he knows the outcome, okay? I know the outcome from people that follow this, and I know the outcome from people that don't. Plain and simple. All right, everybody, I'm going to call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, wait, I got a couple under the Q&As here. Let me see the Q&As. Figuring this platform out, Timothy said, great. Will these webinars be recorded? Yes, I will. And you rock, Dave. Thank you, Jason. All right, everybody. Thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys learned a lot of stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun. And you guys can keep the feedback coming on the chat, and we'll go from here.